Hello and welcome to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to send Telegram messages for Wix form submissions. So let's say that you are receiving new leads through form submission, and here we are going to use the application Wix. Now every time you receive a new response, then you want to send a message to your team sitting on Telegram about the new lead received. Now to do that, you will have to integrate Wix with Telegram so that every time a new form is filled and the response is received, automatically a message will be received by my team on Telegram. Now to do this, we'll have to integrate Telegram with Wix using Pabbly Connect. Here your trigger will be Wix and your action application will be Telegram. Now to understand how can we integrate and automate this entire process, let's begin. So this here is a dashboard of Pabbly Connect software, and you can reach here by clicking on the link which is given in the video description. So if you are an existing user, simply sign in. And if you are a new user, you will have to sign up, but it is not going to take more than 2 minutes. Also at the time of signing up, you'll get 100 free tasks. Now once we are done and you reach the dashboard, now on the right hand side there's a tab Create Workflow. Click on this. Now this dialog box has appeared, and here you will have to name your workflow. Now you can give any random name. So I'm going to name it as per my objective, which is send Telegram message for Wix form submission. So here I'm going to click on create. And as I do that, here you can see we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One here is trigger, another one is action. Now triggers and actions are basically those two principles or concepts on which this entire automation works. Trigger here is when this happens, action says do this. Basically action here is the automated response of your trigger. Now let's understand this with the help of an example. So every time you swipe your card and the payment is made, then you get a message or a text on WhatsApp. So how does that happen? With the help of automation. Now in such a case, your trigger will be the payment gateway and your action will be the applications through which you can send SMSs or WhatsApp messages. Now let's come to our use case. So here in our use case, the trigger application will be Wix forms. So let's click on this. Next we have the trigger event. So the trigger event here will be new form submission. So as we do that, here you can see we have received this webhook URL. Now this is going to act as a bridge for connecting Wix forms and Pabbly Connect. So I'm going to copy this. Now what we have to do is we have to follow the help text given here. So first we have to log into our Wix account and go to automations in the sites dashboard. So this here is my Wix account, and here as I take you down, we have automations. Let's click on this. And here we are going to click on new automation. Now here we have to provide a name to our automation. So let's say this is Telegram automation. Now here I'm going to click on start from scratch. So as we do that, now here we have to select the trigger. So here our trigger will be Wix forms. Select which forms trigger this automation. So here we have got all forms or specific forms. So I want that specific form should trigger this automation. Now which particular form do I want? So I have created two forms here. One is a contact form, other one is a subscription form. So I want this contact form. So I'm going to click on apply here. Okay, then we have limit frequency too. So I'm asking it not to limit the frequency. Next we have to choose an action, and here I'm going to select send via webhook. Then we have the request type as post, payload type is this. Now here we have to paste the URL that we have just received. So I'm going to copy this once again, and here I'm going to paste the same. So here it is written we'll send all the fields from the trigger. So once I have selected this, I'm going to click on activate. So again we have to name this automation. So I'm going to name it as Telegram automation 1. I'm going to click on save. So as I do that, here we can see that our automation has been all set. Now once this automation is set, going back to Pabbly Connect, so here it is asking me for the webhook response. Basically it is saying that do a test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. So I'm going to take you back to wix.com. Here I'm going to take you to communication. Now within communications we have forms and submissions. And here is the form, contact form. So I'm going to open this form. So this here is the contact form. Now I'm going to fill up this form. So here let's say the first name is Dummy. Then the last name is new123. Then here we have the email address, which is dummynew123@pabblytudes.com. Then here we have the phone number. So this here is the phone number. Then we have the address, so it is random street. Now type your message here. So now this is a contact form. So if you have any message, you can always add here. So I'm just writing test message. Now click on submit. So here we can see the form has been submitted, taking you back to Pabbly Connect. Let's see if we have received the response here. And yes, here we have received the response. So first of all, this is the meta site ID. Here we have the form name. Then this here is the message. Then we have the address, phone number, email address, first name, last name. Again, we have the mobile number and the details. So once we have received this information, what is my objective? I want to send a Telegram message to my team that a new lead has been received through Wix Forms. So here I'm going to select my action application as Telegram. Let's click on this. And the action event here will be to send a text message or reply. Let's click on connect. Now as we do that, here Pabbly Connect wants to connect with Telegram bot account. So here we are going to click on add new connection. Now to set up this connection, we need this token. And how can we receive this? So first of all, we have to go to our Telegram account. Here it is. Now here you have to look for bot father. Now here I'm going to start the conversation. Now here I'm going to write /new bot. I'm going to create a new bot. Here it is saying alright, a new bot. Now how are we going to call it? So here we have to select a name. So I'm going to write as Wix new bot. So here it is saying that now you have to choose a username. So I'm going to now write Wix new _ bot. Always remember that whenever you are writing a username, it has to end with _bot. Now I'm going to enter. And as I do that, it is saying that done, congratulations on your new bot, and you can find your new bot at this particular link. Also, this here is the token that is required to set up the integration. So I'm going to quickly copy this. And now I'm going to take you to Pabbly Connect, and here I'm going to paste the token. Now I'm going to click on save to set up this connection. So here we can see that Telegram and Pabbly Connect are now connected. Now as I scroll down, here we need this information. First of all, the chat ID. So here we have to enter the chat ID for the target chat. For this, first I'm going to take you to Telegram. As I click on this link, so here is the new bot that we have just created. Now as I click on the start, so you can see that we can see our bot here in the chat. Now what we are going to do is we are going to create a group. So I'm going to click on this. Click on new group, and now we have to add the people. So first of all, I'm going to add the bot that we have created, which is Wix new bot. Now I'm going to add a few more people. Okay. And once this is done, I'm going to click on enter. And now here we have to name this group. So I'm going to write Wix new group. Okay. Let's click on enter. And as we do that, here you can see that the group has been created. Now as I click on this, so here we have the profile details. Now what you have to do is the bot that we have recently created, you have to promote it as an admin. And how can we do that? For this, you will have to take your phone, open the Telegram application, and there you have to open this group. So as you long press on the new bot that you have created, so you will get an option promote to admin. Click on that. Now on the top right corner, you will find the check mark. Just click on that and your bot will be promoted to admin. Now I've done that and I'm going to quickly refresh this page. Let's go back to the profile and you can see that the new bot has been promoted as an admin. Now once this is done, so here in the address bar you can see this chat ID. So I'm going to quickly copy this chat ID and taking you back to Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to paste the same. So once this is done, next we have to enter the text message that we wish to send to our team. So here I have written the message, team, a new lead is received through Wix form submission, details are. Now you can see that we have to fill in these details. First of all, we have the name. Now as I click on this, can you see the previous response here? So I'm going to click on this. This here is the first name and this here is the last name. So I'm going to click on this, give a space, go back to this first step, and this here is the complete name of the person. Now this method with which I have added the information here is known as mapping, and this is important so that every time your workflow runs in real time, it can take the new response received. Had I written the same information manually, then even when I had received some new response through this form submission, it wouldn't have taken the new response. Instead, it would have taken the same thing that we had written manually. So to avoid that, we map the information. Now, with the same process, I'm going to add the contact number. Then we have to add the email address. And here we have to enter the message. Now, if you wish, you can also add the location. I'm just going to write regards. Okay, and now the message thread ID. So enter message thread ID, unique identifier for the target message thread. So it is not required. I'm just going to leave this blank. Now, as I take you down, so here we have the option save and send test request. I'm going to click on this. And here you can see we have received a response. Now, according to this, I should have received a message on Telegram. Let's go and check the same. And yes, you can see we have received this new message. So this means that our integration is a success. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the same in real time. So I'm going to take you back to the form. And here I'm going to open the form once again. Let's fill up the form. So let's say the first name here is Smart. The last name is user34. Then we have the email address, which is user34@pabblytudes.com. Then we have the phone number. So this here is the phone number. The address here is New Street. And then we have the test message. So I am going to write demo message. And now I'm going to click on submit. And as soon as this gets submitted here, then automatically the message should be received by my team on Telegram. So let's go and check the same. And yes, here you can see we have received the message. So this means our integration is a complete success. Taking you back to Pabbly Connect, let's quickly understand what we have done. So here our trigger was Wix Forms, where the event was new form submission, and our action application was Telegram bot, where the event was to send a text message or reply. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us. Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website, which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.